Living in Boulder Vlog, May 2nd to 22 p.m. Sunday. My glasses are a little bit foggy. I'm like really high right now. I'm trying to smoke the rest of my weed, but I like had too much. I had a whole bunch of weed. That's how much weed I have left. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna lay in bed. I was gonna like go on a bike ride, on my own bike ride, like the first bike ride in forever, but it's kind of cold and maybe I should just try and finish the weed first. I just made that decision right now. I don't know. I should probably clean my room. I didn't completely clean my room either. And vacuum and stuff. That's what I'll do. Yesterday, all I did was just lay around. Because yesterday, man, I had a great day until yesterday morning at 8:30. Like I worked until yesterday morning at 7, and I did my video at 7 in the morning. And I was like, it was awesome. I was like, yeah, all right, let's get to sleep, baby, because I was ready to go to sleep. And I love just laying in bed and falling asleep. Only problem was I woke up suddenly at 8:30, an hour and a half later. I couldn't freaking breathe. I was going, and it wasn't asthma. My lungs were like collapsing. And that's happened like 3 or 4 times before. I can't remember exactly how many. 4 times. Oh my God. And I would just kind of lay there and, oh my God, I can't believe. And then I like forgot that happened. Oh my God. So then I stood up and I was like out in the living room and I was just standing there for like another 15 seconds. Can't freaking breathe. My lungs aren't opening. And then my roommate jarts out. It was really loud and I was like, oh my God. So anyways, and then my throat is sore and I feel like my lungs are sore and I'm like, oh my God, am I going to die suddenly tonight? And I was like walking around all day long like, oh my God, am I going to die? I'm like one of those people who's just suddenly going to die. Is this like coronavirus? Fuck. Is it like plaque built up on my lungs from all the smoking? That's what I think it is. And fucking hell, like. So yesterday, I needed to like reprogram my brain. Just smoking weed and just sit there and try to reprogram my brain. Re-elasticize. It's kind of like you know the silly putty or the what's that stuff called? The putty. Can't remember the name of it. Where if you push on it slowly, it goes, and you can form it. But if you try to push it hard, it gets solid. Yeah, it's like I feel like that's my brain, so I have to kind of like push my brain over into the area where I'm an athlete. But it's gonna take like all day, cause like it's kind of didn't expect this. I wanted to get my ducks in a row before I start writing, but yeah, I think it'd be a bad idea to, and I don't have to anyway. Like I can write, I can do both. Everybody else does it. I'm like afraid. I have this like terror that if I start riding my bike training all the time, I'll be so tired that I won't do any progress on my website at all, and it'll like get fused in place. But that's not true. It's not going to happen. So I have to think logically. No, the main reason I was just continuing working on my site was because I thought I was going to finish it. But anyway, so yesterday, I didn't get to sleep again after that at 8:30. And so then I was just kind of laying there. I think I wanted to smoke weed, but I don't know if I had the balls. I think I did smoke a little bit of weed. But I was like afraid to smoke weed. And then at like 11:40, my mom picked me up. But I was like, she didn't call me first. She just honked the horn. So it took me like 5 minutes to get out. I had to get dressed. And then we went to the Southern Sun. We had nachos and 2 beers. Should have had 3. But no, I didn't have room for it. I had nachos and 2 beers. The nachos are smaller than before. They used to be really tall. They took a layer off. since the last time I was there. And then they got chicken wings. And I had a couple of chicken wings. Those was good, but they tasted a little bit like gold, but then they gave me two when I came back, and I just had them like the night. I forgot about them. I went to Taco Bell at 11:30 at night, and then I called my mom if I came back because on accident I butt called her. I picked up my phone and like it was too late, and she was like, "Hello," and I'm like, "Oh shit, I butt called you." It was like 11. Oh no, they closed at 1. It was like 12:40, and she's like, "Get to sleep," and I'm like, yeah, I just got back from Taco Bell. She said, "Did you have the wit chicken wings?" I'm like, "Oh shit, the chicken wings." So I had the chicken wings first, and then I had the Taco Bell. Because I was like, cool, let's eat a lot tonight, because I'm going on a bike ride tomorrow. But the problem was I had insomnia all night long, because I'm nocturnalized. Like, yeah, I was up until 7 o'clock, so the day before, like, totally awake. Like, I could have been up longer. I went to sleep because I don't know, I was just sick of working. So I just naturally was up all night, and I was just smoking weed and just kind of sitting there, not doing much, random stuff, and definitely not working. I don't think I did any work on my organizing stuff yesterday. Um, and then oh man, I can't remember, but at like 6 in the morning, dude, it was like really late. I finally got to sleep, and then I woke up at like 1 or something, and then I just been kind of sitting here, or noon, or 11, noon. I think it was noon, and it's 2:40 now, so I've just been kind of like sitting here smoking weed. So, I guess I'm doing a brain plasticity exercise. Trying to, oh my God, I feel like my lungs is like sore on the inside. This is bad. Reprogram my brain into being athletic. I remember I was talking to Kirsten yesterday, and she said that her aunt lung collapsed while she was in a cafe when she was 26 because she was smoking menthol cigarettes for 6 years. So, and my mom used to smoke those. Luckily, they just illegalized them. But I was thinking maybe my lungs did that because of all the butane. Because I was smoking a lot of weed, but each time I smoke weed, I smoke butane, and kids' lungs collapse and they're dying from the inhalers, those like pins. And they're thinking it's because maybe they build the stuff with butane. So anyways, yeah. But if I get like in shape, if I start like riding all the time, pumping myself up, and then I'm not smoking any weed, because I can feel the effects of weed go away after like 2 days. So exercise a bunch of days, really hard, so that I'm sleeping and I'm tired and I'm sore. And at the same time, I'm not smoking weed. I think I'll be out of that the death zone. So yeah, I'm gonna, yeah, dude. I think I'm just gonna lay here. It's too cold, dude. So let me tell you about my strategy. Okay, get back in shape strategy, because now I'm doing it for sure. Because I have to. Back in shape strategy is to do. I was watching this video the other day, this music video, 5 Finger Death Punch, Jekyll and Hyde video, and they're talking about the strategy for their video, and he says that he wants to do pain. He wants to avoid pain and pursue pleasure, and that's a really good philosophy. So, I think I can imagine, like, if I get up and I'm like, ooh, yay, get in shape, what's the best way? Okay, so one way is to go to the gym and just fuck around and lift weights over there. So I think that's what I'll do. But I think the first thing, though, before that, I'm going to do my road bike on Flagstaff, up and down Flagstaff a bunch of times. And also, if I want to have like a day where I'm doing lots of different things, I ride my electric bike to the top of Linden and back. And so that's done in like 50 minutes or something. Less than an hour, 15 minutes. So, and you get the full like road up and down effect. And there's a bunch of Strava segments. And then come and go to the gym. But I need to. I didn't set up my studio yet. I have all the gear. A 10 Mini Extreme hooked up with a Macintosh Rodecaster Pro mixer, ATEM Hyperdeck mic, 2 external mics. 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras, 4 external cameras. Yeah, so and 3 monitors. So I think I'm going to, and then my big screen TV here that I have all my exercise videos attached to that I can film myself. So, but I'm not going to set all that stuff up because that would mean that would like constitute as continuing with just working and smoking weed, and I don't think I want to just do that. I think I would prefer to continue doing what I'm doing, just easier when I'm just filming myself talking and with this thing, and then talking about what I'm doing. So yeah, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is if I can get up in the morning, if I can have like a full day, because I was thinking about it yesterday. It was like 3:30. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. It was 3:30 in the morning, and I remember Mark Wahlberg. Oh no, I remember somebody talking about Mark Wahlberg, but I even saw the video with James Corden. How he gets up at 3 in the morning, or sometimes to work out, and I'm like, well, if Mark does it, but I'm like, I'm tired though, and I don't work out. I want to go on a bike ride. But I was like, but I have to be a diurnalist because last summer I didn't get a single second of sleep at night the entire summer, and I was trying. And I was like writing all the time for like a month or something. So my brain is fused in place at night. But I mean, I was doing kind of diurnalism sometimes when I was working on my site. But me going into this at nocturnalized. See, the problem is, normally if I was fitter, I could just stay up all night and then go ride my bike all day. Like, why the fuck not? I even did that last summer. But, I mean, obviously, that's what I did every time last summer. But yeah, I don't know if I have the fitness for that now. I might not. It might not be a. Maybe too much of like a survival bike ride where I'm just like. But I mean, but then you just come home and you go to sleep. Like, that would put me to sleep. So then I could just write on that. So yeah, what I think I'm going to do tonight is, it's not that late. I'm going to clean my room, smoke some more weed, try to finish smoking my weed, and then clean my room, listen to music and clean my room, and then yeah. See, I'm not in the right mindset to learn any of the technological stuff, like set up my studio. But I could just ride my bike on the Zwift and do the FTP test. I should film myself do that with my front camera, because I have a front camera now. But the problem is I'm way too high for that kind of stuff mentally. Like my brain like collapsed too. I don't want to do any of that stuff. So I might just lay here and just have fun. I mean, just lay here, smoke weed, and just like or organize clean my room, and then close my eyes and just wait. That's probably the smartest thing to do. Just close my eyes and wait until like the wee hour of the morning, and then just do it. Get up and go on a bike ride tomorrow. I haven't looked at the map, but if I do that, I could take my roommate's car and fill it up with water and park it at the bottom of Flagstaff, and or maybe do it with my van. And that's the very best thing. That's what I would recommend anybody do. That's what I'm going to do, actually. I just decided definitively. This is how you get back in shape. You park your car at the bottom of Flagstaff, and you with a big water bottle, a bunch of water bottles, or like one of those big water bottles, and with like energy drink mix. I need to go buy energy drink mix. And energy bars. And you go up and down Flagstaff as many times as you can until your water runs out. You take 2 water bottles. You don't do the full Flagstaff. You only go to the flagpole because it's prettier. The gradient is better. And you go up maybe 4 times, and then you go back to the car, fill up water bottles, put the energy drink mix in there. If you're a stoner, you could smoke weed in the car. That's what I was doing last time I tried it. I had to stop because my chain kept falling into my spokes, and it was night, and I couldn't see which gear I was in. I managed to do 11 laps that time. So yeah, you just do really quick because it's right at the bottom of the hill where you park the car. It's like, couldn't be better. It's a dream. I mean, if you're talking about like the new thing of Everesting, Boulder is the frickin' perfect place for like all the people to Everest, because you just park and there's enough parking for anybody, you know. And or if you don't have a car, you just dump your water there. Like there should be a water fountain put there. There is one at Chautauqua. Oh yeah, you just go to the water fountain at Chautauqua, but that hasn't worked for a few years. Or you could include the climb to include going down to Eben G. Fine Park, and they have a water fountain that always works, and that's a climb all the way down the bottom. Problem is, as you're going down, you have to watch out for cars. You can't like race down. But most people are fine with that anyway. But yeah, you have to not like worry about like houses and people. But I wouldn't do that. I'd park the car. But I mean, it's like you go all the way down the river, so that's a cool thing to do. River to the top of the mountain. Wow, you know what? I'm going to do that one day. That has to be an Everesting course that somebody does. Because you use the water fountain. It's the only place you can do it without a car. Oh, man. Light bulbs. I think I'm going to do that frickin' ride, dude, without a car. But I'll do the one with the car first, though. Yeah, because I have a car. But I mean, if I don't have a car to use, like if my roommate moves out because he's thinking of buying a house, and I don't have a car, and I can't use my mom's, and I want to do it, then yeah, I'd do that. And I want to do it anyway, because I think that what I want to do is popularize rides that people who don't have cars can do, you know, because it increases the number of people who can do it. I want to popularize stuff that like the highest number of people can do. Oh man, now I'm starting to like hiccup. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna ride my bike, but I have to look at the weather. If not, I'm gonna try and get up in the morning, because I live in an apartment, and both of my roommates, my neighbors complain, and when I ride my bike, my roommate complains, below complains. They've complained twice with litters. and even once banging on the door yelling. So I have to, I can only ride my bike. City ordinance says you can only ride your bike between 6, 7 in the morning and 10 o'clock at night. So if I'm going to, because like a couple years ago, I think in 17 when I bought my road bike, I did 100 miles a day for like 3 weeks, streaming on YouTube. That's the perfect thing also. Like if it's too cold out and it's wintertime, that's the other thing that I'd recommend. Best way to get in shape for anybody in any sport, just ride your bike 100 miles a day. It's like your goal. You don't need a good PT score to be able to ride a bike 100 miles a day. All you need is to keep doing it, you know? Make sure that you're not wearing yourself out like by doing the wrong cadence. Just do different cadences and stand up and sit down and just don't think about riding. Just think about what you're doing, like what you're listening to, or you can watch a movie or something. So anyway, I'm going to do it with music. So yeah, I have to buy more earphones because I only have one pair of phones now. The other pair broke. I had one earbud, but then it doesn't connect for like a long time. So I only have one pair, so I need to buy more. But now they're a lot more expensive because they're noise cancellation. I don't even know if I want the noise cancellation. It sounds kind of sketchy for the cars. Maybe but it sounds awesome for running. So I think I'm going to, buy them for the running and maybe get a pair of just cheaper normal ones that you can hear. I love the Apple ones that don't, where you can hear the outside world because you can hear cars coming from fleet. I have a radar. So yeah. Anyways, enough talking. I'm gonna go to. So I'm excited. Like when I told my mom what happened last night, she's like, "Good, because this will make you guys get back in shape." I'm like, "Yeah." So I guess I have no choice. I'm going to do that tomorrow, though. I needed like 2 days of just yesterday and today of just trying to do cerebral reprogramming, pushing my thick mind because I'm older. I'm 47. I was listening to Andrew Huberman the other day, and you have an elastic mind until you're 25, but after you're 25, it's your brain gets fused in place. So my brain is like super fused in place because I've been doing this for so long. It's going to take a whole day for me to go, okay, no. Because he was also saying there's no such thing as muscle memory. It's all brain memory. So that means that I'm not actually out of shape. Like I could get back on the ride and be just as fit as I ever was, pretty much, with the exception of being weaker and fatter. But I mean, I'm pretty much can do the same thing because it's all brain memory. The problem is I have to convince my brain of that memory. It's a little bit harder. So I'm about this far through. Like if last year my brain was here, I'm about here. So I need just a couple more hours. And I think by tomorrow I'll have my brain thoroughly placed over into I'm an athlete zone. Yeah. Okay, so talk to tomorrow.